blockchain is a digital ledger based on distributed network. The database is not managed by any particular body. Instead, everyone in the network gets a copy of the whole database. Blockchain is a fundamental technology similar to the internet, which was a similar foundational technology which revolutionized the world. Let's understand this through a practical scenario, which is the Bitcoin blockchain technology. There are two different persons and they need to transfer money between them. In the current system of the payment process, this is done with the help of a middleman, which are banks. A blockchain technology completely eliminates the requirement of an agency or middleman. Transactions like purchase and sale are stored in records called ledgers. These ledgers are distributed to all the parties in the network, which are also called the nodes. Hence, this is called distributed network. Now, when a transaction happens between two parties, this information is broadcasted to all the nodes available in the network. All the nodes in the network needs to approve this transaction for the purpose of entering this in the ledger. This process is called mining. This creates two events. One, Bitcoin is generated. Another event is that the transaction is approved. Once the transaction is approved, miner will receive a Bitcoin and the transaction is added to all the publicly available ledgers. Every transaction is sequentially stored in all the ledgers and links to the previous transaction. This creates an audit trail for the transaction and this makes the transaction irreversible. All transactions are transparent and publicly available, and at the same time it does not reveal the identity. This is possible with the help of a public key, which are called wallets. Bitcoins are stored in wallets and wallet addresses are shared publicly. You can use different wallets for different transactions, which can ensure that the transactions are pseudonymous, which means transactions are transparent. At the same time, privacy is maintained. These transactions are programmable and you can add metadata to these transactions. They have resulted in the creation of smart contracts in the blockchain, where all the contract details can be stored inside the program, which will help to trigger the transaction based on the events mentioned in the contract. Ethereum blockchain is an example for this. Let's recap now the characteristics of the blockchain technology. Distributed network and hence less vulnerable to hacking. Transactions are irreversible, which creates an audit trail. Requires confirmation by the majority, hence secure. Programmable transactions. When all the data is publicly available, transactions are pseudonymous. Foundational technology can revolutionize the way financial transactions happen.